Where the other thing where we were interested in was I think that was, of course, was during the war, the foundation of the Association of Jewish Refugees. Yeah, first of all, I remember, I think my mother and I went together to the first meeting. I also remember, we knew Rosenstock very well. He was the first General Secretary, which you probably know. And then there were meetings, and there was a paper. I didn't write in it then, but there again, one got together and sort of.
It was formed originally in June or July 1941 to represent the refugee community because in order to get a status for them, we had no status. We were refugees, we were enemy aliens, and so we negotiated with the Home Office. They kept very close contact with them, and to ensure that we had some sort of accepted status. And also in many cases that people had arrived here and then the war started, so they never got proper documentation for that. And that is what there was a chap called Dr. Rosenstock, I don't know if you heard of him. He was very active in this, and he more or less ran the organization for many, many years.
To begin with, the AJR was the organization who helped with naturalization, who helped with the recovery of properties, who helped people to make the necessary contacts in this country. And then, and this I referred to you, then it became a social organization.
They also found work for refugees. Many of them had no job, had no income. So we had there was a lady who ran this if you like, agency to find people work. Also, so many people needed help, and so this lady provided all that. Adelheid Levy, I think she was called.
If it hadn't existed, we would have had to invent it, as the saying goes. No, it was quite essential. And also to help the people who were ordinary Jewish refugees living in this country, not concerned with services, to cohere a bit and help each other. And at that time, of course, everybody had lost a lot. I don't just mean people, not property and money. And in order to make a successful life here, you did need something, although some people started right away in the war. And the restitution side was extremely important at the time. Now it's all about old people, but then it was all about restitution. And getting together, having meetings and music, and, reminiscing. I mean, we did reminiscing long before reminiscence became a business in this country.
I see my role as the editor as somebody who is trying to bridge the gulf of where the refugees came from and where they have found themselves for the last 60 years. I want them not to lose contact with what they'd left behind, because there was a very rich German Jewish cultural life of which they are the last representatives. And on the other hand, I want them to be more acculturated to English life and English culture.
I do feel we have a particular duty to look after those people in the AJR, their members and those who have failed to join, to looking after them in old age. And this is why I have devoted years of energy for the old age homes. I have always taken the view that our people need particular care, need particular attention and good food and all that goes with it. and more care than most, because they have no relatives in general in this country and need help and understanding. And if we don't provide that, who else should they look to?
Well, it's still to look after the membership. I think that's the main thing. I think it should, it would be, one could develop it to give it a wider scope as the number of actual refugees diminishes. I think if provided we continue to have the funds, one could be a very useful general Jewish social welfare organization, and that is up to the new executive.